Strange,
Bro, you
Trade
can't.
one. Poke one.
Minus.
Yeah, name more bottom left. Oh, fuck.
Dead.
I'm playing on her. Shoot her, burn the fuck out of her. I'm gonna get Hulk. Oh, wait, whoa. One piece sports! Sport dead? Oh, wait. Hela bottom left. Hela on me.
Hey, what is up guys? My name is Faker and today I'm going to be going over this video of how I beat Moxie and XQC on Clintar. So let me just go to my point of view. So right now I'm playing Luna at the beginning, and that's because our team, we just kind of set it up. They wanted to go double DPS, so I decided to fill, and XQC on the other team is Doctor Strange and Namor is Moxie. So we're gonna be going against them. We're attacking first. And by the way, throughout the review, if you guys enjoy this, make sure to check me out on Twitch. My Twitch is Faker_. And if you guys like this stuff, feel free to subscribe. I have other videos of me going against other streamers, and yeah, if you guys can support me, that would be much appreciated. Alright, so let's start off with this first interaction against the enemy team, because we actually didn't know we were going against XQC and Moxie. So we're starting off, we're just finding them, doing some really simple plays, and then we're basically we're trying to go through main, but it seems like it's not working effectively because we do end up dying pretty quickly. So at this point we're just kind of like resetting. We're like, okay, you know what, let's just back up and just make sure that we're not staggering and whatnot. So I just run away. So we're setting up a TP so that we can get into these top area. Basically we get to the top area, which is a very standard TP. This gives us high ground for a little bit. You can see XQC is like defending for his life, and you'll see him like floating, trying to attack us a little bit. But they do get one of our DPS, so they do kill one of us, which is fine. And they kill another one of us. So at this moment in my head, I'm already thinking, okay, we need to reset. This is way too much. We already lost 2 people. What I'm gonna do right now is to try to farm our ult, and then we just die. So that's what we're gonna try to do. And then they basically utilize their bug ult as well, which is perfect, because then we'll have a ultimate advantage. Now we're at the perfect spot to fight again. So we utilize our cloak ult first because, again, we have our ultimates faster than they do, and we have 2 defensive ults as opposed to them, so we can afford to fight and push in with the cloak ult first. So that's exactly what we do. We kill like 4 of them. They do res, but it's just, at this point it's too late. We already got halfway, they're pretty low, and we're flanking them from the back while we're also attacking them from the front. And my teammate, iGolden Win, gets a really good ultimate and stuns 3 of them, and we just wipe them all out. Right here, I want to go back really quickly. The reason why I was saving my ultimate for so long is to perfectly time for XQC's ultimate. I know that his ultimate is arriving soon, so what do I do? I basically wait. I saw XQC going from here to there, or at least I heard someone. So then I looked up, and then I was preparing myself. And there it is. So we basically stopped 2 of their ultimates for just my single ultimate. We already killed 1 of them. Sorry, we killed 2 of them. We killed XQC and we killed Josh, which is the Bucky. And at this point, we already won the fight. The fact that everyone is surviving and staying alive, we already won the fight. So at this point, right here, the enemy team, XQC sets up a pretty decent portal, but unfortunately for them, our Hela has an ultimate which literally blocks them off perfectly. Our Hela's at the top right here, and is shooting down a bunch of, bunch of beams, and is killing everyone. Only their tanks are able to push up, and because XQC is pushed up because he has to contest the payload, our Hela is able to kill the backline super easily. And then again, that's another team fight that they instantly lose because they're not able to properly set themselves up to attack us. Moxie's flanking on the right side. Moxie's flanking that continuously every single time, but because our communication is so good, we constantly mark him and we're saying, hey, Moxie's on the right side, be careful. Moxie's on the left side, be careful. Moxie's somewhere above here, be careful. We're continuously putting pressure on Moxie so he can't make plays where it's like surprising us. We know exactly where he is at all times. They do a preemptive Atom ult, which is not bad, which is actually good. They're able to res Moxie. We go in with the Cloak and ult. We got the other ult as well. And right now, I'm trying to conserve my ultimate as much as possible. Why? Because we're at this moment, we're like currently kind of winning the fight, right? As long as we finish off Moxie and XQC, we are up in players. But again, we do know that our Hela is down as well, so I'm just trying to conserve my ultimate as long as I can. Because we don't have to win this fight. We could always reposition and win the next fight. And you'll see that we do end up losing the fight, so I will speed this up a little bit. I believe we do use teleport. Yep, so we do use teleport to get right back into the fight. Why? Because we have an ultimate advantage over the healers. Our teleport is designed to specifically target the DPS. So in this instance, we target Moxie. In the future, you'll see us targeting Bucky. But right now, we're targeting Moxie, and he immediately had to go into shift form, which made him vulnerable. So he was vulnerable at that point. We killed him, and then they were trying to go for me now. Notice how the Bucky is actually able to hook me really well. So I had to instantly pop my ultimate, or else I would die. So I pop my ultimate. We're up 2 people right now, by the way. We are up 2 people. Not the best ultimate from XQC. Like, if we're being honest, I don't really know why he ulted into. To be fair, he did want to, what is it? He wanted to kill through the Luna ultimate, which is possible because they do have the Hulk team up, just like we do. But again, it was poorly executed, so he wasn't able to kill any one of us. And then I want to pause this really quickly. I'm going to go speed up a little bit, but I do want to pause right here because our magic did end up pushing a little bit too far, which some of you may say it's like not a good thing, but you can see the vision that she was trying to go for, which again, we're pushing the payload pretty far, right? And if she's pressuring them all there, they have to stay there and kill her first, and then they can push. So our goal was to try to kill the Hulk that was on point, but unfortunately it was a little bit too difficult because he just kept bouncing in and out. You can see he's just jumping around everywhere, which is perfect because they were able to cloak ult in, and then we effectively lost this fight. But don't worry, towards the end we do actually end up refighting them again, and this time we do actually end up winning the fight. So again, Hulk is being a nuisance, he's in the back, but unfortunately at this point the enemy team is so occupied that we were able to kill the Hulk ourselves. Which I just lied because he ulted, never mind. I guess my memory is a little bit hazy then. Now, let's move on to the defensive half. They immediately end up teleporting. So I'm going to give up the spot because, again, I'm not a DPS or a tank, so I'm just going to, just chill in the back. And at this point, what they're doing is stabilizing. They got the full control of the high ground. You can see Moxie on the left side is already immediately flanking. So we know that Moxie continuously loves flanking. So we're just trying to make sure that, he doesn't fully flank and kill everyone else. So we're just trying to stabilize at the bottom here. Because again, they need to come down to kill us. But we don't need to go up to kill them. Because they need to get the point. We don't. I'd like to point out that they did make changes to their team as well. XQC was playing strange, but he had to go to support because he wasn't getting enough healing as Doctor Strange, so he got pretty annoyed and went healer instead. And now they have Moxie, they have Tom playing Strange instead of Hulk, and now they have Rappy or Raspa or something playing Magneto instead of support. Again, we're just trying to stabilize. Notice how their Magneto is, like, he dropped with the Strange because, you know, they were double tanks, but unlike Strange, Magneto has no mobility to get back to the top, so he ends up dying. Hulk goes in, he takes a lot of damage and he's trying to get out, but it's just so much damage that, like, he ends up falling off. I tried to get my ultimate as fast as I could, but right here is when everyone dies instantly. Strange dies, Cloak dies, and yeah, everyone's just dead. But that's completely fine. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit because, again, the most important thing right now as a team is to reposition and regroup quickly, and that's exactly what we do. So we're already repositioned here, which is perfect, because what this allows us to do is initiate an early fight. The more fights we can take, the better it is, because we have more chances to stop the enemy team from pushing the payload. That's the entire goal of defense. We can win the fights, but if we're staggering constantly, the payload just goes all the way without us even fighting barely once. So we group up, we're fighting them, we go in. They get one of us, and they get the others as well. Bucky is a really good hook off and kills me and basically Hulk as well. So again, we have teleport, so we can instantly get back into the fight. Ooh. See, notice how I said, like, we went for the Namor before, and now we go for the Bucky. We immediately fell onto the Bucky and ended up killing him. They messed up the Magneto ult. We killed one of them, they killed one of us. And then as soon as Namor used his ult, I utilized my ult so that my teammates won't die as quickly. Luckily no one died. I powered my teammates up, and then just like that, everyone died. Pretty simple, pretty standard. Unfortunately, our Hela ends up dying because their Strange just flew at the Hela and just killed her. It was difficult for us to heal. That's why you noticed, like, you could notice me putting the snow guard, so that, like, if I'm healing someone else, they would heal the Hela just as fast. But unfortunately, Hela ends up dying pretty quickly. And then they use the other ults as well, so we end up dying. And now payload's moving steadily, and we're able to have another fight. They're heavily defending this left area, so we make the decision to go right side. And then we use Mantis ult to go in. So we're utilizing Mantis ult to go into the team fight. So let me just slow this down a little bit. We have the Strange ult, he gets two of them, but XQC gets up a pretty good ult. He is able to ult everyone else to keep them alive. I tried to freeze, but, like, again, our tanks were amazing. They were able to shield properly so that we weren't gonna die. And we have, what is it? Yeah, so we have the Cloak ult active as well, so that way we're not dying really quickly. And then they did the power up combo with the Namor, so I instantly died. And then we ended up losing the fight because we were down 2 healers. So that's kind of how it went for this entire interaction. We were able to win another team fight here, but they ultimately ended up pushing up all the way into a 3-3. So, now that we got to 3-3, we're changing some things up, right? Obviously some things didn't work, so we have to change things up. So I'm gonna slow things down right here because this fight does get pretty crucial, and I'll explain the mistakes that they end up doing and some of the mistakes that we end up doing. Immediately I'm looking at the flank because I know Neymar loves to flank, so maybe he could be waiting for us for the TP, but he's not doing that. So we're getting ready to fight again. You see, like back there, they tried to do like a TP setup, but they ended up failing that. Moxie's also getting super aggressive. He ends up going up the ladder or whatever that's called, and he's fighting here against our team. But again, at this moment, there's two of them, but the Strange actually ends up backing off, and it leaves Moxie vulnerable by himself. And I take the opportunity, I'm trying to quickly kill him, and boom, just like that, easy 2-tap, and he is already dead. And at this position, I can just simply rain down my hit scan shots and just kill them all. Their Bucky's trying to kill me, but I'm just, you know, just chilling in the back, just make sure everything's good to go. XQC overextended there, took advantage of that, and then instantly killed him. And now at this point, we already won the fight. Their Strange is extremely low, so I'm targeting Strange. Their Bucky tried to kill our Hulk, I believe, but it just didn't end up working. Oh, sorry, it did end up working, but it just, again, they already lost the fight, so there's that. And boom, right here, if we would have lost the fight here after getting the point, that still would have been really good for us. Like, the fact that we already captured point is amazing. But you'll come to find out that there's a reason why this video is a little bit longer than usual. It's because they horrendously mess up. Right here, I have my ultimate, and I want the payload to push, right? So what I do is I use my ultimate so that I can pressure people to stay in the back or maybe run away so that the payload continuously moves. This is what you call zoning. You're trying to zone them off of the payload or whatever target. Like if you're going against someone else, you can try to zone them off. But in this instance, I'm zoning the tanks away from the payload. And everyone else too. I call out to, like, before this, I even call out like break the shield as fast as possible. And then they just end up, the Dodge Strange ends up dying so fast. So instead of them backing up, they actually want to fight us right back. So their decision making right there was interesting, I will say that. But I understand since they were getting desperate. They were trying to fight us, but it just didn't work out for them.
I am ready to put on a show.
We have the counter ult. And now at this point, I take the top position because this is a really good spot, and no one else is here. I have a bird's eye view of the entire battlefield, and I can just kill people freely. And I have the snow guard on me, so even if I'm at the top here, no worries because I will get healing. Golden Wind gets a really good ultimate off, and I'm able to freely kill two of them. Boom. And just like that, we won the fight. XQC ults because our Strange ulted, but unfortunately, it's too much damage, right? He's not going to be able to protect everyone with this ult, so we won the fight. And right here, they make another interesting decision to fight us right next to our spawn point. Which isn't, you know, it's not the worst idea. Like, if they have ultimates, they can fight us, but they don't. That's the thing, they don't have ultimates to fight us. They use XQC's ult, they use Luna ult, they don't have anything. They have Strange ult, sure, but that's about it. I do end up dying, but we have Cloak ult to counteract that, so we just end up, everyone survives except for me, but the enemy team, they just all get wiped out. And then I'm gonna speed this up a little bit more as well. do the strange ultimate, sorry, the teleport, so that we block them off. Unfortunately, it doesn't work because there's a small gap in the teleport, but that's okay. Every single time we're playing, I'm always communicating, and at this moment I saw the Namor chilling in the left, so I'm like, hey, yo, there's a Namor there, just keep track of him, and then our Hulk pushed him and forced him off of the flank. So now he's not able to flank anymore, which is perfect for us. I try to help out as well, but you'll see, like, he was getting so pocketed to the point where we couldn't fight him, so I just backed off. And now, in this perfect area, right out of the open, I have my ultimate. So what do? I ult. Moxie ends up dying in the back, and their Magneto's the only one alive, but he ults while the payload is being pushed. So guess what? We won. We win automatically. And there we go. Just like that, we end up getting 6-3, which is absolutely insane. The enemy team decides to teleport at the bottom, which is kind of interesting. Normally they don't do that. Usually they take the high ground for a reason. But they took the bottom because they saw us at the top, implying that they didn't want to fight us for the space. Kind of see how like this all plays out. They try to push themselves forward, but again, notice how spread out they're getting. The team, they don't know what they're doing. Like, they're not coordinated properly. The healers are in the back, Strange is on the left, Magneto's on the right, Moxie's on the right. And unfortunately, Moxie's a little bit too far on the right. I immediately call out that Moxie's chilling on the right, and our Hulk immediately goes for him and kills him. The Beifu kills him, really awesome, amazing. And bam. Just like that, they're down 1. They're down, they're down 2 now. Both of their DPSs are down, and by the way, the entire goal for us, as a general consensus, was to actually save our ultimates and lose the fight. But because they ended up spreading so much, they actually ended up losing instantly. Again, Namor is on the left side, we call that out again, and our Hulk is immediately on him. Like, this is standard procedure. Like, this is what you should be doing. You need to shut down the flanks, because that way you're not able to get killed in a surprising manner, because Namor is scary when he is able to flank you properly. So be on the lookout for that. And that's also one of the things that I noticed about Moxie, is the fact that he always flanks. Not just once, twice, he's almost always flanking. Which is why we're able to track him so well, and he does become predictable, you know? You do become predictable when you do the same things over and over again. So, that's what we end up finding his weakness, and we just continuously shut him down. And he's never with his team, so he's very easy to kill. He dies again, and now we have an advantage. Their Strange is extremely low, so he has to back up. Their Bucky actually misses his ultimate because I think our Strange was able to block him off.
I am ready to put on a show.
They utilized the Luna ult first, but guess what? We have double ults as opposed to their 2 ults. I use my ultimate to dodge the Strange ult, and then we use our Luna ult first. And now, we have the healer advantage. We still have our Cloak and Dagger ult, and right now I'm just damaging everyone in whatever I see, because they can't die because of Cloak ult, but I'm just damaging as much as I can. There it is. I saw XQC and boom, instantly wiped him out. Bucky ends up dying to the residual passive for Hela, which is, you know, the bird exploding if I kill someone. I see Moxie right there. He's looking pretty juicy, you know? I do want to kill him. Bam. He dies too. And just like that, the game's over. We have our ultimates, and everyone else ends up dying. And just like that, the game is over. again, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed it, if you guys, hit the sub button for the YouTube channel, I would highly appreciate that. But hey, if you have any questions as well, just joining on the Twitch, at faker_ would be very important and very, wise to do, because then you can ask any questions and I'll try to answer them as much as I can. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.